do with me. My taxes are paid. Gizelle, technically, since I do have the experience, let me lean on in.
What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's us, and it's time to lean in, like Karen just said. I just watched the reunion, so everybody was texting me back. I said, let me see what's about. And when she said, I said, yes, Karen, you watching the show.
I believe so.
Speaking of the show, we have a full panel today. All of our panelists from this season are here, including Antonio. So welcome back, Antonio.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Eddie, how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Asia.
I'm doing Gucci.
And Jazz.
Hi, y'all.
How are you?
Me, I'm doing good. It's Monday, so we ain't got a film for Beverly Hills this Wednesday. I do miss the people, but I'm glad to get a Wednesday out. So I'm good. I see people are in the chat. I see Keisha King was here last night at 9:12. Said she was waiting. So if you are here, let us know you still here.
Hey Keisha.
JP Rob. Everybody, if you're here, give us a thumbs up if you're watching, of course, and give us a nice little what's up or something in the chat. Hope everybody got a drink. It's gonna be a good show. It's a very light drink because I did Salt Lake City last night and I was tipsy. I can't do the shows like that tipsy chat. But it's gonna be a good show. So, Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 1. Of course, don't forget to like this video, hit that thumbs up to support the channel and support all the individuals here. And let's just get into what this is about. We got a game later today to play too. So if you're in the chat, stay around for the game. It's gonna be really fun. Everybody on the panel's gonna play. We all gonna play, and let's do it. So before we get started, I wanted to get any thoughts on the looks. So of course we talked about the looks maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the reunion looks. Does anyone want to have a change of heart on what they felt about the look versus the picture and actually sitting on TV? Starting with I guess Antonio.
The ones that I thought looked really well, let me say this. I don't think anyone looked extremely bad, but I do think some were a lot better than others. I was still on the fence with Ascala's. I think she looked beautiful. To me, the dress just was too much going on. I will say I did like the simplicity of Ashley's dress and look, but I don't know, the hair started poofing as the reunion.
One side was
like this side.
Like ball gowns from Charlotte Russe.
Well, no, I like when people, I think sometimes less is more. So I think when you are in doubt and you not trying to do all I need a big poof sleeve and I need X, Y, and Z, then a simple silhouette will always seal the deal for me.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody got any other thoughts on the look?
Ashley actually got worse for me than what I thought, based on the pictures. And Robin looked better to me than the pictures did.
She looked better sitting down. I agree with that.
Yeah,
with
she
that
looked
split.
better with it moving.
I just couldn't get with the raccoon eyes. It was.
I like the smoky eyes. I like the
I thought her eye was a little foggy. I didn't see smoke. I'm just saying. It was
a black guy.
Yeah, it was almost a black eye. Jasmine, anything?
No, I didn't. I thought Ashley was dusty. So
not dusty.
Wait a minute. So you didn't like Darby Barbie?
I didn't.
Now wait a minute. She wasn't nobody's Barbie.
I thought Skylar pulled off Barbie more so than Ashley did. I loved it.
I can agree with that. Yeah,
it was so cute. I think it could have been a busy dress, like Antonio said. But I think when the pink, the Barbie thing was what it was supposed to be, then a little booth thing right there would have been right on the money for me. So I love the Skylar, but Ashley was still dusty. So
Ashley, she used Aquanet.
Ashley, I actually thought she looked great. I think she looked more of a Barbie to me. Like if I just saw a Barbie in the show, I probably would see Ashley. But even with the hair, because once you get a Barbie, you start playing with the hair, it poops up. So,
not at the box though. Come on now, she came right at the chair.
Ashley looked like she don't wear a bonnet.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what Kim was trying to tell y'all.
That's her hair. She just don't rock her hair.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, per JP Rob, I think Mia looked probably. I kept looking at her a lot, and I think I would probably almost give her best dress. I didn't put her face
was terrible.
The camera and her face was
it
wasn't crazy. But
I loved her dress.
The hair was giving me Beyonce Drunk in Love. After a while, it was getting kind of greasy.
Not greasy.
I mean, it was just getting kind of flat. Like,
I don't know, y'all.
ugh.
I feel like I don't know.
Well,
Mia dress was ugly.
To me too.
It was old. It
Then
looked
the split
like
was
an old lady with the peacock feathers. It looked like a costume.
She didn't even know what type of feathers it was.
well,
I liked
you know,
it.
I don't know.
Of course.
I thought Mia looked cute as well.
Actual reunion, talking about Gizelle's style, and honestly, like anything with Gizelle at this point is kind of repetitive. I feel like we've talked about the style so many times, and sure, talk about it, but I just don't really agree with Andy giving his 2 cents about the style. I feels like he should kind of like take some steps back, and we're gonna talk about it more because honestly, Andy is on the chopping block, in my opinion.
Yes,
but starting with this beginning, I just didn't like how he was kind of telling Gizelle, like, you kind of tacky. I'm like, Andy, who are you to judge these black women or anything? I'm just saying. In my opinion,
You wear that same gray dusty suit every reunion.
Right, year after year, baby. You don't have no fashions either.
Look like you just did a bunch of coke.
I mean,
No
I'm talking real sweaty, unbuttoned top, hair sticking out. It's a lot going on.
Did it
He
shave?
straighten his tie up a little bit. His little dusty ass tie. I'm not.
I mean, it's one of those situations. Just like I can make fun of her, but you can't make fun of her. Because,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like we've talked about Gizelle and her style for like it's been a big kind of topic the last couple of seasons. It's time now to move on. She ain't changing. She clearly likes the way she says she likes the way she looks. Shit, people talking about it. Giselle, she says she don't really give a fuck. So keep it moving.
I also feel bad for the stylist that she keeps saying it's the same stylist over and over again.
I couldn't believe it.
I don't feel bad because I believe that's what she wants. I don't feel bad for him because I believe that's what she wants to wear.
You see how Cal's still doing her damn hair?
Really?
I wish he would stop.
Really?
But no, when Andy brought it up, that Portia clip came to mind of, y'all need some lip gloss? Y'all lips not dry talking about the same thing over and over? That's what came to mind.
Yeah.
I agree. I completely agree.
I just think it's like Andy, he clearly reads Twitter and he repeats what's on Twitter. Like he's not.
Because
He want to be the
show.
8th housewife so bad.
He didn't even know what a bonnet was used for. Maybe he asked him last reunion. He don't know.
So then, with her style, of course, they asked Candiace about her style, and Candiace went to answer it. And Gizelle kind of cut off and was like, well, I don't necessarily like stuff you wear either. And I was like, okay, Gizelle. But then they show Nikki's video. So at this point, they show as if Nikki's not coming out. We know Nikki is coming. But why did y'all notice the camera quality of Nikki's video?
I was going why was it so damn grainy?
I think they did that last minute. It seemed like they did that last minute to try to throw him off or something.
Or like she was
available.
I think they didn't want them to see I think she was in the hotel and they didn't want the other girls to recognize the hotel room.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, maybe it was in the same hotel and had the same bar.
They usually all get rooms at the hotel to get ready. So
well, also Wendy said she was a barb, and I was like, ooh, Wendy girl, I would not be saying that.
Wait a minute. You know I'm a barb. No, I just
she was quoting her lyrics wrong today on the Wendy Williams show. So
Wendy on Wendy.
Wendy on
Wendy. Wendy too old to be a damn barb though, girl. If anything, you're a Cabbage Patch Kid. You're a fucking barb, girl. You're old ass. Sit your ass down.
She looks old.
She'd say Martian, bro. No,
really that old. Isn't she like 37?
She's like 37, 38, something
like
like
36,
that.
37, yeah. 37, yeah. So then you have the first segment about Mia, and the first segment is about Mia, her first season. Now, before we get into that segment, at the beginning of the season, I feel like I ask this every time: do we think we're going to like Mia? And I feel I could be wrong. I think the only person that said they liked Mia, they were like, was it you, Antonio?
Yeah, it was me.
Do you feel the same?
I feel like Mia did a bit too much. I don't dislike her. But I would like to see her come back next season. I feel like she did enough for me to solidify another season. But she did kind of rub me the wrong way a few times. She did too much in some instances, but I would like to see her come back.
I don't want her to go. I say that. I mean,
wow.
Because it's like, we can't keep saying, bring new blood, and we get rid of them so fast. Let them come back and see what they do. You know what I'm saying? She is very annoying, actually.
Wait a minute, y'all dogged me for wanting Drew to come back. Who was that?
But that's deserved.
No.
Drew is the bottom of the barrel.
Drew
is bottom of the barrel for our housewives.
Wow, she wouldn't have brought that cassette tape player. Y'all would be like.
Then she brought that fucking weed to the gift exchange.
Drew was very late. Very late. Yes, she was. Yeah. However, she's back another season. Yeah. And this season, I would say, okay, she either needs to go or she can stay around.
Okay.
Yeah, the profit is what killed her. The profit is what ruined it. The profit.
Yeah.
I'm not here for Crystal, but I mean, you know, I was like, well, let's see what she does, child. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I feel like give them 2 seasons, and you never know. Yeah. You never know. But they basically talk about her, the first impressions of her. You know, Candiace was like she liked her at first, and they talk about her lying or her history about the vagina. And I thought this was a little interesting because you see, you know, Wendy jumping in a lot, right? She's doing a lot of side, but Gizelle is too. You know, it's Gizelle is while Wendy is just coming completely at Mia at everything she says. But one thing Wendy said about the whole vagina thing, she was just like, you know, how your vagina get wore out in Missionary. And I'm just like, okay, is they're not doing something right because Missionary can wear some stuff out. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Especially if the man packing.
Asia and Jazz, I want to ask y'all: is that a real thing to where like JJ can't get banged out as much in the Missionary side versus doggy style? I don't get it.
I mean, it's worse things that can happen in different positions for sure.
Oh.
I mean, you just.
Missionary is the most basic position.
I mean, if you flipping, if it's like you're in different ways, it's hitting different ways in different parts, but kind of the same part. But I don't know.
Tell me more.
Well,
it just depends. Honestly, it depends on the
size.
The girl.
Yeah, it depends if it got a curve, if it got a hook. Like,
right. You got something that's like a banana, a seesaw, and if you're doing it like, I don't know, child. I don't.
Andy kind of said that to Wendy, like on the side. He was like, well, you know, you don't know how, kind of alluding to, you don't know what, you know.
But it gave me, Mia just made that up too, because I feel like Mia just got it done just because. Mia feel like she just wanted to get a whole bunch of stuff done. Like because
she was able to. Yeah.
Exactly. She was able to.
It's called new money.
Because they asked her, they said, well, you had 3, what's it called, C-sections.
Yeah.
So why would they not
your Gucci wore out? I mean, but I don't know.
I don't know if G doing it like that.
G might be popping a Viagra though and wearing that thing out. You just never know.
Unless she came into the marriage
world to permanently. I don't think there's a big enough penis in the world to permanently stretch your shit out.
No, I mean it'll snap back. I mean, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I ain't got no with JJ, but I mean, I got another hole, but still,
she's not surgery shaming. I think it was just the point of her lying about which surgery she had because they were just trying to touch on how many lies per se they had, which I thought they had way more than the vagina one. So I didn't know why they harped on that one particularly.
So, you know, so with the whole clip thing, I think back after seeing Mia more throughout the seasons, I really don't think Mia was intelligent enough to understand even the difference in the two. Like, I think she just said the first thing out. Like, to Mia, it's like she said, it's down there. That's what she meant.
She's like, I got a lot of stuff done down here. It's all in the same.
Yeah.
But is it really called a clitoplasty, or did Andy make that up? I didn't Google it. I just thought about it. But Andy called it a clit.
I don't know.
There is certain things that you can reconstruct your clitoris because it is some, you know, issues where, you know, as children you mess it up, stuff like that. I know there is, you know, stuff for that. So that's why I thought that would be kind of weird for you just be having issues, but you know, with looseness.
Okay, so before we move to the next topic, what is, I guess, somebody's opinion on her being a stripper, the whole story about the gown, because she kind of explained more. She said she wore board shorts and it was like a spa and stuff like that. Do we believe this or not? Is it no? Okay, yes, no.
I don't know if I believe it or not. It was just too detailed to me. And then they said the name of it was like the men's club. I didn't Google it either, but I thought that I should. But I just was like, no, because I Google it and nothing come up, then I'm gonna kind of like be over Mia. So let me not even do that. But she like really went into detail about it. Had like a shoe shine and cigars and stuff like that. So
I like she worked at the airport strip club.
They have shoe shines and other strip clubs too. So I actually believe the shoe shine part, but
the only way I believe if she had on a gown is if it was mesh and completely see-through to where you can see the undergarments. I would not believe
she came out in a sequin gown.
She's a stripper. I want her to just admit that she's
peacock dress she got on now.
Exactly.
I think she did say she was a stripper, though. She did say.
She
came to a point to where she kind of said she was a stripper about it, but Brooke says that I googled the strip club. It looked like a regular strip club.
Exactly.
It sounded like she was down at Diamond Dime. I mean, not Diamond Dime. It's down
the
at
Blue Flame.
Right,
King
one of
Diamonds.
them, Ace of Spades, and
But it was she was in North Carolina, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
At the end of the day, she was a stripper. She was trying to lie about it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
Right. If you're gonna handstand on holding accountability all the time about shit and want other people to hold accountability about shit, then just stop the bullshit and say, yeah, I was a stripper.
And just say it, because there's nothing wrong with it. Just stand on it.
Because you're still married. You
still
got the junk out of practice. You still got everything, regardless if you're telling the truth or not about this shit.
That's true.
I agree.
Okay. Well, we'll move past that because I mean, Rita didn't get nowhere. She's a stripper, whatever. What it was. Before we start talking about Gizelle. Now, this was another y'all talking about the same thing. Gizelle and Jamal. What I found interesting about this conversation was that it's like Andy kept trying to get out of Gizelle some kind of emotion, and honestly, I really feel like she made a good point when she said, that if you get hurt once, maybe the second time, it may not feel the same. That could be true. I think that you kind of build up a wall. I mean, I do think the issue with Gizelle personally is that she basically, if she would just answer people's questions in some kind of way, you wouldn't have so many assumptions. You wouldn't have Wendy or Karen saying what they believe, what they feel. And I'm not saying give them everything because obviously they don't really like her like that. But at the same time, she definitely does not give what she asks for from the girls. And so I just found it interesting that it felt like Andy was trying to get that out of her because the girls didn't really seem interested, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's that's old news as well. But him wanting her to show emotion, it reminded me of last season when he kind of went at Monique the same way about showing a certain emotion about the situation that happened between her and Candiace. I didn't like it then. I didn't like it now, just because other people may run and cry or whatever the case may be, or cry on camera. That does not mean that I'm gonna do it. And just because my feelings may be hurt, they may be hurt, but you may never see it, right? Because I don't want you to.
The reason I saw a difference between what he did with Monique last season and what he did with Gizelle is we saw Monique cry last season, whether it was genuine or not. We saw her cry on the show. We haven't seen it from Gizelle, and it's like he was purposely trying to get some. Like he was going to get off on pain from a black woman. I just
he wanted her to break down.
I didn't like it. It was very cringy.
But last year allegedly she cried at the reunion, but they didn't show that. So if you want to see some emotion, then why didn't we see that footage that allegedly happened?
Air it. Yeah, that's true. That's
because last year.
Do you want anger emotion or do you want some genuine? Because if she would have cried with her, if she would have at least teared up when her sister said that she was a vampire of emotion or some shit like that, then I would have felt more, whatever. Like seeing her cry when Monique did that would have satisfied some, but to me, I want to see her like when she cried about that dude when she broke up with that dude when Monique told about the part. Sherman. When she cried about Sherman, that was real emotion. That's what I want. That's what people be wanting to see from her, in my opinion, about the shit. Because I think
with Jamal, it's just I think when he cheated, she was more embarrassed than hurt. It's like, damn, now I gotta
deal with this again. But do y'all agree with Wendy though that maybe that's why Gizelle doesn't really discuss it, because she may have maybe an on-camera breakdown or a moment that she can't control?
I mean, probably. There's a reason.
Well, she also said it's her defense mechanism too.
Yeah,
she had to train herself to be that way, which made sense to me.
Yeah. And Monique last season was literally the same exact way. So
I think that although Karen, said the wrong shit, the sing thing was a real thing. So
I think so too.
But no, it's just been that she went to a mental health thing, whatever. So obviously it can happen. And if she's seen what happens, you get locked up for a couple of days or some shit. So I definitely think that that shit's real for her. Honestly, I think that Wendy said it out of malice, but I still think it's true.
Yeah.
Also, at this point, we didn't make the binder a friend of the show because it keeps getting brought up over and over.
I don't think we
the binder. Yeah, they brought it up again yesterday.
I didn't hear it last night. Maybe I
Yeah,
He
brought it up.
They brought it up because it was the same conversation with the Jamal stuff and
Yeah.
like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
You're right.
timeline of when they broke up and
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that was all irrelevant to me. I don't.
Yeah,
really-
so
That's why I missed it.
we could have like skipped
No.
that for real.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Mhm.
needed, honestly. Like
we could
that
have skipped the
wasn't
whole
really
Jamal segment.
but it wasn't really
Yeah,
discussed during the show as much, and so I feel like it was really in this season. So it really shouldn't. In that case, child. In the case, if you're gonna talk about that, then bring Monique back, honey. Because I don't want to.
Thank
You
you.
don't hear. I mean, after a while, they were talking about the whole lie thing with with Phaedra and them, but after a while, they stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like, look, we don't want to hear about it. This person can't be able to defend themselves. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely agree.
So then, and shout out to Stop Fun. I put a comment up here for a super chat. Who said that he thinks that I think Gizelle is defending Mia because she knows that this is Robin's last season. Did y'all see any type of? Because she was defending Mia a lot. Mia was like coming at her in some moments throughout the season. So it's just like interesting to see that because
Gizelle plays a game, so
Yeah.
I mean possibly. And
I'm gonna have to see how Juan interacts with Robin at the reunion because if it's up to Juan, I don't think she'll come back.
Is
I
he
think
there?
Juan is sick. If he's there, I don't know. But I feel like Juan is sick of it the way he acted, in the last episode.
I think Juan doesn't want to be on TV no more.
Period. Yeah, he's done.
And that
he has the job that he wants. He has that dream job now of him coaching a men's basketball team, like at his school. Yeah, like he's making very, very delicious money doing that. So
but I'm sure Robin makes really good money too. So you add them together, it's like, boy,
I think Robin makes more than. I still think Robin makes more.
I do too because I need a high school, junior college. I'm not taking away from it.
It's like a regular basketball team, but the basketball coaches make like millions, hundreds and hundreds of thousands. They make good money.
Maybe like Wake Forest, but not like Chattanooga.
Remember, Robin makes $50,000.
I'm just saying.
You said Robin makes what?
She makes $50,000 a month from her hats. Remember?
Oh yeah, but she
Never
couldn't
forget.
She couldn't do so hopefully it went up. She got a whole little warehouse now. I mean,
child. So then, before we move to this next subject, because Escala does come out, but I mean, she's like very honestly. She filmed a very little of the reunion. Before we get into this next subject, which is like towards the end or with the Candiace, Mia, low budget thing, we're gonna play a game. Of course, this is where y'all get y'all papers, child, in the chat. You can tune in and play as well. Very simple game, okay? And the game is called high budget versus low budget. Okay.
You have to use that picture.
Listen, that's my girl, so she don't care.
No, she don't care about none of that shit.
She don't care. And also I did like that they did give her. He did. What's his name? He did fold a tissue for her. But basically, for this game,
after his hands was all over it.
I know.
I didn't like that. That was kind of to me.
Okay.
He played
so basically, for the game, with the help of Chase and Jamie from the Lean and my friend Zach, we came up with some events, businesses, all types of housewife moments and history that could be deemed as high budget and low budget because obviously Mia felt like this video shoot was low budget. A lot of y'all feel the same. So we're gonna break some other projects into place and we're gonna judge them. Okay. If you know it, then you play. If you don't know, then whichever one you do know, then play along. But starting out, Cynthia's Marshall.
Cynthia's what?
Marshall. I think it was her eyewear Marshall.
Oh.
This is the Marshall that they shot in Jamaica, remember?
Which
Sheree, she by Sheree fashion show.
all you had to say was Sheree. It wasn't gonna change.
Joggers.
Okay. Marlo's wig line lunch. Jesus.
Candiace spent more on the
along with the wig. The wigs were low budget as well. You ain't heard nothing else about them wigs, have you?
Well, exactly. She got her hair like she had to get her edges redone.
The Lisa Nicole Cloud collection.
I don't even remember seeing it, but I'm gonna go with low.
Okay, Robin's embellished photo shoot.
The what?
The photo shoot for her website last season. Her hat photo shoot.
I'm gonna just keep my sign up.
Me too, Asia. Hell.
Ashley's Coffee and Love video that she said she worked so hard on. in the reunion.
So they put their foot in it, girl.
So okay,
That's a
Phaedra's donkey booty video. Oh. Okay, Candy Coated Nice talk show. Oh, okay. We got some changes here. Is it On Ye Home Essentials? Wendy's candle line.
I can't speak on it, so I don't.
Well, it
It's
seems like they
$50,
spent a lot of money on it.
Yeah, they
Yes.
spent a lot of money on them.
So I'm gonna give it high.
Me too.
And I'm gonna go back and give Phaedra's donkey booty. Wait a minute, which donkey booty? No.
One
my
that
bad.
she didn't pay time for or something like that.
That one,
Yeah.
that budget was kind of high, but I
But the
forgot.
video was still.
Low.
Then we got a Todd low budget for that.
Okay.
Portia's Flatline video. Her song that she released. That was a nice video, y'all. Y'all is rude.
So was a drive back.
So it's right back.
It's crazy. Okay, and Candy's Tags Boutique.
Well, you know what? I want to give it a low just because of the clothing, but I'm gonna give it a high just because it's still fucking open and she's still selling shit.
Because the one in Vegas.
But the thing is, I done checked that.
we moving
The
on,
clothes
we
are
moving on.
cheap. The
We're gonna
clothes
move
are cheap.
on. You
Clothes are
gave
cheap.
your thing, so we moving on. Okay, so the Bailey School of Fashion.
Is it a real school?
It was. And the last one to finish off is Gizelle's Reasonably Shady event. Y'all, it's a tough crowd today, child.
Oh man.
I had a whole list, and at first, I just went with those. But it seems like ain't nothing high budget in y'all eyes. So we gonna
The
move
only
on.
thing that was actually the only thing I've ever seen on the show that's high budget is Candiace's video because she had multiple locations.
Oh,
Girl, stop. It was still low.
Inside and outside, inside the building and outside.
What?
In the parking lot or the church?
In the parking lot, that was at a store, that was at a garage.
It was in a diner.
Antonio, this is where the back. So remember when this Reed from Phaedra came selling pipe dreams to little girls? That's what the Bailey School of Fashion was.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah, but
So-
Cynthia got it with win a case. Win a case.
Yeah,
Win a case.
On their coochie cracks and all that at the baby.
Yeah, and another one that JP Rob mentioned was the Karen's wig lunch party last season.
Low as
It
hell.
was pretty low. Honestly, where are those wigs? We ain't seen those wigs. Is she wearing them?
They are.
However, her new stuff that I think we're gonna see on this upcoming season, I think it's gonna be really nice.
Didn't she show a wig this season? Like she was talking to somebody about wigs at the beginning of it?
I don't know about wigs. I know it's like a reseller, it's like luxury resale items or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Like
I thought it was a wig because she had she named it the Karen or something like that. She had a name for it, and Ray appeared in the video and said hi to people.
Oh, I do remember that, but I forgot what it was about. Though.
It was a wig, but she didn't show it. But
So in the actual discussion about the low budget mama drama, Candiace and Mia,
nothing new.
basically in this scene, they're talking to her about everything, and Candiace says that her family won't be the same. She said that basically she doesn't feel comfortable knowing that her mom has talked, and she says she cussed her mom out, but I wish we would have saw that. Just because on the show we saw her give this little light talk. But I mean, Mia confirms again, and she's just like, you spent $10,000 on the video shoot. It was low budget. It's okay. Thoughts on this whole moment? It's a lot to unpack in this whole conversation. This is where he kind of like goes at Candiace, but on the situation between Mia and Candiace, it does seem like because he asked Mia a question. He asked a question from a fan saying like, basically, you came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now you have something, so why do you consider it low budget? And so it just basically proves even more that Mia is obviously clearly new money. And
she's definitely new money.
Completely missed the whole question of what he was trying to ask. Was basically like, you calling it low budget, but at one point you were kind of low budget in the sense.
That's your whole life.
She seemed more concerned that nobody was there to greet her.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
But that's why she called it low budget, and that's what we're not understanding.
No, she gives several reasons. First, she said it was nobody to agree her. Then she goes about the price tag. So it's like, which one is it? Just stick to one, and stand in it, honey, because that's. I mean,
but
I don't agree with either, actually, but
Ridiculous.
Honestly, when it comes to us reliving that moment between the two, nothing new was said between
Yeah.
them two.
But it
Nothing
should have been
new.
something new though, because if what they said at Wendy's trip was for real, they wouldn't be still talking about it. Because then she said, "I won't bring it up again. I'm really sorry. I know that's your stuff." But then they still go back and say it because I guess it's a reality show.
But Andy brought it up.
Yeah, they have to rehash it.
They have to recap it. So
well, Andy seemed more invested again and it or whatever.
and causing division.
Oh yeah.
Now, and so this is where he talks about, so see, this is where he talks about how she responds to people.
Oh God.
I want to hear y'all thoughts about this whole situation because I didn't like it. My boyfriend, he watched the show really. He was like, "What is he talking? What are you talking about?" Because it's like, at the end of the day, he said respond. I'm gonna say that when he used the word respond, I feel like he completely negated what he was trying to say. Which we understand what he was trying to say. We all feel differently in the comments on this panel about her, how she speaks or whatever. But let's just go around and hear everybody's thoughts on that moment. And basically, everyone instead of everyone kind of letting everyone come at her, he came at her. And kind of chimed in like he was a cast member on the show, and that's my issue with it.
So
go ahead.
So yeah, my issue is we all know how I felt last season about it. I said before if I might have done the same as Monique. Okay. However, I feel like him as a host, he should be neutral and just be asking questions. He should not be getting. It was very cringy to me to watch that. Like, I couldn't even cheer. Like, had one of the girls said that, I probably would have cheered. But since it was him saying it, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Like it was so tacky to me. So that moment showed he don't need to be hosting black women anymore, black reunions anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
because he don't ask those questions about the white women who do the fights. He don't ask those questions.
Didn't Erica call Sutton a whole like see you next Tuesday?
A cunt. She said she would punch Sutton in the mouth. I would have been okay with him going at Candiace like that. If he keeps that same energy across the board with everybody, and he doesn't.
And as a host, you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't
be doing it. But if you're gonna do
ask
it,
questions,
then exactly.
Here's my problem with this is he got aggressive. He started yelling.
He did.
He moved to the edge of his seat.
He pretty much got up out his seat. Like he was aggressive.
Like he wanted to
almost,
pointing at her, yelling at her. Like, but you.
Well, you know what? This is where I got upset, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" When he said, "Why do I wake up to messages? Tweets saying you should be fired." Now we've been saying fire Dorit. We've been saying fire Renner.
We can't get rid of Robin.
We've been saying Robin for years.
Sure he gets so sweet about everybody.
But I didn't like that at all. I thought that was like way out of line.
So my husband was like, "What the hell?" The same way your boyfriend did. My husband,
he was like,
"What?" He was like, "Why he say that?"
It's just the tone.
My husband did not like that.
It's the tone of how he said it, and like you said, the aggression of it. Because like every other franchise has motherfuckers that be disrespectful and be nasty and stuff like that. So, and honestly, what got me was last year you were almost assaulted, and that, like she said, are you saying that was my fault? Now it's gonna be a lot of different opinions if it's my fault, but I know that people that are grown can fucking understand that words shouldn't make you want to be physical. Now, if you can't handle it, you can't handle it. You want to smash somebody, that's fine. But he shouldn't have an opinion on that. You're still the boss in a sense. You should not still have no opinion unless it's like you said all the way through, because even though his opinion of Portia and Kenya wasn't as vocal and harsh, he still had a harsh opinion about them as well. Well, Portia, then she got demoted. But like
it's like Andy can now never say again that we don't condone violence at Bravo. He could never say that again because it's like he can't say that no more.
And you know who else can't say it? Gizelle. Because you know what? Honestly, I know everybody keeps saying Monique. Oh no. Gizelle owes Monique an apology.
Yes,
that's true.
She's the one that literally said on the stage, "Well, I guess you should be popped." No, Giselle, you should have been popped. For 3-4
I really do wonder. I would have liked to see what was Candiace's response to that, being that last season. I'm sure they could have. Being the last season, Gizelle was so anti-physical fighting, but then this season you're like, oh, if she would have popped you, then
that should have been on the screen. They should have played
That's
that.
because
They should've
Gizelle
played
didn't
that.
care about Gizelle don't care about Candiace. She hated Monique.
And that's fine. But what we all like, do we not remember Candiace really was mentally like fucked up because of the lie, more so of the lies and stuff spread after. Like she just couldn't, she was like over the shit not being right. The lie that was being told more. Everybody understands that reaction, whether she was right or wrong in it. It was the lies that kept continuing after. In like,
she never heard accountability. Oh, drag queens wasn't about dragging you. It's about
like it was just that shit.
Like we was
y'all really think Candiace had some? Because I mean, let's be real. She ain't said nothing about no damn sticky note or nothing this season.
I mean, if you have been, listen, who's to say? I don't know if she had been in a fight in her life. I don't know. If you were physically attacked, you're not a fighter, you may have some trauma. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying.
I think it was more because she was really friends with Monique. Like, really, people be taking those friendships were harder than she lets on about the shit. Because that's the reason why she didn't. Her and Ashley was into it, because Ashley wasn't her real friend. She felt it. She was mad about it. With Mia, she was like, "Oh, I defended you, bitch," because she really just thought that she had herself a friend. And I feel like she just gets hard on herself. My reaction to Gizelle saying that to me, if I was Candiace, would have been, and if Wendy would have just hauled off and tatted your ass too,
yeah,
I'd be like,
because that's really who Wendy should have hit.
Right.
I would, if I was Candiace, I would have said, yeah, Monique should have actually beat your ass, because she was
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's really who.
I really want to know what her response was, though.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see.
She should have said, I took your ass whooping. That's what that was supposed to give to you was given to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Oh. If we think about it, Candiace really took the smoke that Gizelle was supposed to get.
The whole season.
She
from the cabin, I mean, not the cabin, from Hustler Lake House all the way to Ashley's little baby shower, all the way, all season. She took real shit.
I agree. And you know, that would have set it off. I see a comment here from Maradona saying, Andy's, I agree with this completely. Andy's friendships with the ladies have made it difficult for me to watch reunions because he calls out who he wants. And that's very true. It's very clear who he likes, who he doesn't like. And because honestly, he don't like Kenya. Kenya ain't going nowhere, but he does not like Kenya. It's shown a lot. And the person that he does not like, that's who gets it the most. I don't think he like Erica Giant. He's just scared of her. That's what he's scared of her, like the rest of the Beverly Hills cast. And I don't know why, but I didn't like that. And like somebody said, people have been asking you to get fired, Andy. We've been telling you leave for many seasons. So I mean, come on now. Have you seen them tweets?
NBC Universal Careers, like, do y'all have diversity training for this young man? Like, Andrew needs to watch his ferocious tone.
Andrew
does. I agree.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Andrew is aggressive, ferocious, a brat.
Belligerent. Look. Throw them words
and let's not forget about Ramona. That's who needs to be fired at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna do that.
Racist ass.
Yeah.
He's definitely not gonna do that.
Ramona gonna be back next season, and she gonna be holding black babies.
Right. There's a lot of them that should have been fired. I used to like Tamara, but she should have been fired. Vicky should have been fired a long time ago. Teresa shaking the table, pushing his ass down in the reunion. She should have been fired. Why she wasn't demoted, I don't know, but it's called clear division and clearly everybody is not playing by the same rules.
Yeah. Andy needs to go or get some diversity training and learn about tone.
He don't need no training. He just needs to go.
He doesn't. He's looking old, and he looks like those things off of the last season of American Horror Story. That is
I knew you
like them things.
Andrew needs to go. They need a neutral person hosting these reunions or a different person at each reunion. Like, I don't know what to say, but the We Hate Candiace train is old. It's really old. And if we continue this next season, she's not gonna come back, and y'all will have no show. Y'all have
I really be hating when I'm when I like a person when they're white. Like, I think about Frasier, what's his name? Kelsey Grammer. He came up with all these black shows and did all this stuff, and then you find out he's a Trump supporter. Like, my heart dropped. Like, it was stuff like that. When I think of stuff like that, like, I really used to like Andy. Like, I used to watch Vanderpump. I used to watch all the stuff from the beginning, and like over time, it's just disheartening and disappointing to see that. Damn, you really are one of them people that are getting up on the backs of my people. You're not trying to help you, even though you want to compare yourself to Love and Hip Hop and all this stuff. We not loving hip hop. We not, but you still doing the same shit. Like at least on the top of a black woman.
You
Shit.
acting like a cast member, jumping out your seat like that.
I've been over Andy
Wait,
since season 7 of Housewives.
Yeah.
Or was it
Oh,
cocaine? I don't know.
You said what, Danny?
I said I've been over Andy since season 7 reunion of
Who
Housewives of
would
Atlanta.
y'all, if
I
y'all
just-
could pick somebody to just host, just give me a name, it have to be a reason, but who y'all think should be a good candidate for hosting the reunion?
Nina Parker.
I was gonna
So Love and
say,
Hip Hop?
I like her.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say Nina because she stays pretty.
And she's current. She's up on what's going on too.
And I
Well-
was gonna say Sherry Shepherd.
Okay.
I
Okay.
could deal. I could.
If we're gonna give somebody,
I forgot I was on camera.
if we're gonna give somebody like a newer shot, like something different, I like Kendall. I don't know if y'all know him.
No, I don't like that man.
I don't like his recaps, but I think I like him when he's like back there with Real Housewives. I mean not Real Housewives, but Love Him About. So I said something new, honey. I didn't say nothing about you. I didn't like it. Okay. I was not gonna ask her. She's stuck. I'm like, I don't know. I just
Hell no, Kendall. Oh, bird. He's a male version of a bird. No thanks.
Oh Lord.
yeah.
Damn, Gina.
Well, two things before we start the call-ins. Of course, Candiace, I am glad that she did call her out about the relapsing thing because Mia basically said that her mom wanted to come on the show to give her a story. I highly doubt that her mom was thinking about coming on there to talk about her sobriety. I highly doubt that.
She didn't even say nothing.
Her mama barely.
It seemed like she was struggling trying to get it out of her.
It's just even her mama
burst out in tears, and she said, "I just want to have a good relationship with you." Like her mother didn't honestly broke down without physically break. She mentally broke down on camera in front of us and said, "Look, I just want to have a good relationship with you."
I really hated that she blamed that on Candiace, but like you said, I am glad she pointed it out. But there's so many different things that happened with her mom, not without Candiace, because her and G get into a big old argument after the fact and stuff.
Yeah.
So it could be
Mia dogged her mama out on this season. I'm sorry. It was not a good light. I mean,
it wasn't.
It was good for someone that genuinely is sober now and is getting to that relationship, but to be on TV, especially to have Mia as an example of your daughter, honey, I'm sorry, mama, you failed. But the question I want to ask y'all is, before we move to the actual call-ins real quick, is who has the bigger forehead?
Darby.
And this is a tweet from one of my friends on Facebook. It's come to my face, but this is a nice comparison. Who has the bigger forehead? I've seen all day people say that Candiace got the same forehead.
They do both got big foreheads, but Ashley's is bigger than Candiace's.
I saw one picture today that didn't have Candiace's lace front pulled all the way down to the middle of her forehead. It was up here and it was close, but Ashley still was bigger.
But that picture you just saw was her real hairline.
Her hairline is actually close to her forehead. I feel like she had.
I'm just saying what I saw, honey.
Yeah, but what we just saw was last week.
You can't see last night that you can't say last night that
even if they had the
wig.
Forehead.
That wasn't a wig. That was a whole. I'm not gonna pull out my photo proof and show you my phone, but that was her hair in a ponytail.
The Nutty Professor Bob last night.
Even if she has the same forehead as each other, Ashley's
I was talking about
her line.
Her line starts there.
Ashley does not with a bonnet.
So make me.
Ashley don't have no edges.
Ashley set herself up.
I think her edges
have the same size head.
Yeah, I don't think I get it. They both got some 5 or 6 heads, maybe, but I really feel like Ashley's like a good 10 head. It's
Ashley's side profile chin is longer than Candiace's whole head.
It's like Tin Man from Rocket Power. I mean, not Rocket Power, from Jimmy.
Y'all are vicious.
When it was from.
It's just a head conversation. You know, Karen was like,
Karen said, "Don't talk about mine." No.
Because she does. When she was be like, hold it. It was.
I had a quick question.
So you know what we've seen. Go ahead.
I was like, did you think Andy understood what Candiace was trying to say about what yo mama joke is, or did he miss it?
I don't. I mean, he probably no. He ain't know what it was.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think she explained it right in the moment either, because that wasn't a your mama joke. what she said, that she was coming for her. So that wasn't a joke. She didn't explain it right in the moment either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If she would have said it like having to be saying, "Your mama bitch," like that, in a fast way, like "your mammy hoe" or something
She
like that.
said your mama.
Your mama.
Your mama is low budget. I think that's where it was like. I knew she just meant your mama, but
your mama.
your wordsmith.
Don't say it.
Words.
So sorry.
Y'all
She
what's y'all? I'm gonna add the first caller in, but what is y'all? Be thinking about this too. Like, what is y'all's perception on her saying that she's better at reading than around the cast? And then, but first, keep that thought. I'm gonna let the first caller, and the first caller is Kyra. Hey, Kyra, welcome to the lane, honey.
Hello, lovely people.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Sorry, no, my Bluetooth was acting up. I'm well. How about you all?
Good.
We're doing good. It's Monday. You know, it's Potomac Child Part 1.
I know. It's already an issue.
It is. So tell us, what's the issue? Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, forehead and Candiace's forehead are not the same size, okay? Ashley has a front forehead and then 2 side foreheads. That's a whole situation. That's a whole map up on the dome right there for her. First thing. Second thing, it's weird to me that again, as I said, I don't know what people want Candiace to read people about. You can't say your mama. And then now we're slut shaming because we're trying to figure out, Mia, were you an escort or a stripper? Because you said you were a bartender. That's what she said. That's why they were confused. So if you keep lying, I have questions for you. and also, you're still working in your strip club, but then you have a massage envy, but then you need your high roller to invest into your massage envy. You see how these timelines don't make sense?
I don't agree.
Well, she didn't really give a timeline, though. She was just saying kind of, I didn't think she gave a timeline.
In the sense of that, like, for her, this is her timeline. For her. For me, this is the timeline. For normal people, for average people, it's not a timeline. The other thing is, I don't really know what Andy wants to say about, like, getting tweets to fire her. You all were right about that. That was so, for me personally, disgusting. Like, essentially, you are, like, the supervisor on the job.
Yeah.
And now we're in a group meeting, and now you want to call me out, talking about fire me. And Candiace said people wanted you to fire her and her because she was pointing to Robin forehead, but they didn't pan to them.
Yeah, I caught that.
I caught that too. And I'm just like, Andrew, we have been calling for your head for the last couple of seasons because you have been ruining our shows. And I've been hearing that your head is on the chopping block because you don't have that much power anymore because you want to watch what happens live.
Is he about to watch what happens live?
They said the ratings are deplorable. That's why
they said they've been trying to get rid of that.
Yeah. Let's say he's throwing fits.
That's what that's why they've been promoting a lot, because usually it just comes on, but they've been like having extra guests. They've been promoting like for the whole month. This is on the show this month. I've been trying to get it back up because I mean we may watch clips, but we not when the show go out, child, we go into the room to have sex or drink.
Maybe Bravo chat room.
Wow.
No, Bravo chat room. No. That's a sin. That's a crime as well. No Bravo chat room. So yeah, I don't. It just for me personally, I know some people think that Candiace is not a reader, but for me, Candiace is a reader on Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't necessarily know how she would act on Atlanta, but in Potomac, obviously she is doing something because the girls are bothered. So that to me means she is reading y'all and she is gathering y'all because y'all are bothered and you want her to shut up.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kyra. We got somebody else on the line. Thank you for leaning in and giving your opinion today. And
Thank you for all the time. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have Brooke. Is this my Brooke?
Hey, Brooke.
Brooke.
Hello.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi.
I want to call in.
Thank you. I wanted to call in because there was not enough Wendy hate on this episode for me. Can't stand her. She annoyed me the entire episode because she kept having the little comments.
Right.
You're not that girl. Like, if it was Karen saying stuff on her breath, I'd be like, yes, Karen. Like, it wasn't the stuff she was saying. I was just like, Wendy, you're not that person. It comes off so inauthentic to me.
Did you catch, Brooke? Did you catch when Robin was like, Wendy, just chill, like just chill?
Yes.
I loved it.
I loved it. I was like,
I
yes,
did too.
Robin.
Shut her ass right on up.
And I love Wendy, but go ahead. I'm sorry, Brooke.
Because Wendy even got after me. I thought that was your friend. She was telling me, like, she was saying some stuff to me, and I was like, that was kind of out of pocket. And when she jumped in, when Andy was talking about Gizelle, whatever, Jamal, and then she's like, yeah, multiple times. She sounded gleeful. This woman getting cheated on. Everybody knew it. Like, why are you so happy about it?
I didn't mind that though.
I didn't mind it either.
I was annoyed. I was annoyed. I'm sorry.
I was annoyed, but I didn't
The
mind that.
conversation was annoyed, but her snickering was funny to me.
And I don't know if this was a new after show. I just watched it today, but it was an after show where one of the questions they were asking was about Robin's quote unquote blind loyalty to Gizelle. I don't know if it was from this week or that week, last week. I just watched it. But Gizelle was so right. Like, that's what friends do. Like, you're not going to like down your friend in public for whatever they do. You talk to them after, after in private. And we saw that on the show with the whole bathroom thing when Robin's like, that's stupid. And so it's just so stupid to me that they are so harping on their friendship because none of them have real friends, is what I'm getting from it.
So you support the Green Eye Bandits, basically.
I want my friends to ride for me because I'm gonna ride for my friends. Like in public, you can be wrong, but
I'll understand that
100%. And when we finish, I'm like, that was real dumb, and I can't believe we were in that. But
I agree with you, Brad.
I'm gonna ride with you 100. I don't care, and that to me is a real friend. So I don't understand what they're feeling about this. Because even Wendy was on the after show saying, I would never do that. My sister, my best friend, but I tell her when she wrong. Well, okay.
I think the thing is, many times you don't see Gizelle doing it back for Robin, and I think that's where it gets people.
Oh, no.
It seems one-sided.
Giselle is very selfish.
I think they do it when it benefits them because the real friend would have told she was wrong about the winning situation, but the real issue was they both said they was both messy. They choose a benefit. They pick and choose when they want to be a good friend or be ride or die, but a good friend should be able to hold you accountable as well. Just like people say they don't care. Like, oh, Candiace didn't tell her mom right then and there she was messy. Okay, she wouldn't do it in private because that's her mama. If that was my friend, I would do it in private as well. But
we don't know that she's not doing it. They're not doing it on TV because on TV is not private. That's my whole thing. Like, quote unquote.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, but Giselle's not defending her on TV.
Yeah.
If Robin been doing that, Gizelle the messy one. Robin don't be doing nothing to need defending.
Robin really, she don't, and the weird shit she do we say
every time Gizelle be defending.
I get them want to have each other's back though, but that codependency is almost like, I think is where some people come from when they are referencing that blind allegiance or in reference to their relationship. It gets a little weird.
Right, you can say that somebody is going to tell you, they're telling their friend what they're doing in behind closed doors. If the actions are still happening, and if you're doubling down on it with that person in public, just like she is, then it's showing that you don't think that what she's doing is wrong. So where's the accountability to hold?
Well, I agree with that, Jasmine. It might be that Robin just agrees with Gizelle. Like people think that Robin has this different.
It could be.
Really could think Gizelle be right.
It could be codependency. She just do everything Gizelle does too.
She could legitimately, on her own, 100% believe the same things as Gizelle. She's crazy, but she really could believe that shit. I don't know.
Robin not that dumb.
I believe Gizelle is her ticket to staying on the show. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Brooke, I gotta let you go. Okay,
I like Brooke.
Sorry.
Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you for leaning in. Okay.
I'm sorry, Cortez.
No, it's all right. It's all good.
I liked Brooke.
We like everybody. It's
I mean everybody, but I was speaking about.
It's free for 11. We got to get people in. Okay, next caller we have is Dominique. Hey, Dominique, welcome back to the league.
Hey, Dom.
Was muted.
I can't hear you. You're muted, Dominique.
Your mic is muted.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
What's up?
Hey, so I just wanted to add on to, was it Brooke, when she was talking about Robin and Gizelle's friendship. While I do understand that when you're friends with somebody, you ride and die together, I get it. But you usually see, and this is what the show puts out there, you usually see Gizelle doing some messy stuff and Robin defending her and Robin just catching a stray and getting her feelings hurt for Gizelle, and Gizelle never really coming to bat after that. Robin got her feelings hurt by Wendy this season, and I don't remember Gizelle really even caring or saying anything about that. Karen has hurt well, I don't know if she hurt Robin's feelings, but she said many things about Robin's relationship. Gizelle never says anything, so it's like it's one-sided. I get what everyone's trying to push, like they're real friends and stuff. Yeah, that's cool, but it looks like Robin is Gizelle's real friend. They might be real friends, but it just looks like it's one-sided. And really, to be honest, I think on these shows, especially Potomac, they have a bad habit of like piling and ganging up on each other. Like I think they just need to let each other beef, like let people beef with each other next season. Like I don't like how Gizelle on this reunion, she was like speaking for Mia and trying to like it looked like she was like trying to help Mia with her lie, like her story. You know, it's like she was Mia was explaining how she met her husband. It was like whatever those lies Mia be telling. She was trying to explain it.
Girl.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? It was like
she did it throughout the season with Ashley as well. She's not wide. Yes, the girl is.
But what is that? Like, stop, Gizelle. Like, stop. Like, just let Mia talk. You talk about she's talking about when she met her husband. I'm like, Gizelle, were you there? You just met her too, and she lied on you. So it's like I'm irritated. But see, so Ted, I know you have behind the scenes tea, and I don't want to know too much. But it's 2, 3, and 4. Is it going to be another Candiace? Is it going to be another pile up? Gang bang, like is it gonna be like that? Because I can't take that.
I don't have a behind the scenes. I do know and speak to her, but I don't. From my understanding, I don't. The next episode is gonna be a continuation for what I know, and then from there, Nikki comes in the last part, but I don't really know if it's a pile up. I'm just watching like everybody else too. I just know.
I understand, but like it's like. Candiace, she's my favorite, but it's
the next one is really more so Karen and Gizelle. They're gonna talk about the Hampton University thing and all that stuff like that. Because that was at the beginning of the season. It happened. We forgot. But it did happen. So
I see what they did
to draw Candiace to draw viewers in.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So they use. So okay, I see what they did. I think that I don't know if y'all could agree, but I think we could agree that this is the Candiace show at this point.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that, man. Yep.
No, I disagree with that, baby.
I disagree.
I'm sorry, Dominique. I'm so sorry, girl.
I agree with everything you said tonight.
Yeah, Dominique, like you're spot on, girl.
I mean, like,
are you a producer?
Listen, I'm just
let you go there, okay?
You was spitting.
Okay, y'all have a good night.
Thank you for leaving.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
That was a bar, Dominique.
It's giving very much.
It's giving low budget.
Oh no, Dominique is very high budget.
That was not Dominique. Just a statement. I like Dominique.
Lord. Okay, so the next person is one of my faves as well. Miss Cocktails who love the Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Put my finger because I can't hear y'all.
They
drinking. Yeah. I was doing kind of doing multiple lives at one time. I was doing Sherwood and y'all and listen to my daughter too at the same time.
Oh, you book?
Yeah, I was big book. Any kind of way. Y'all know that you already know one from the comfort for days. I don't know, like I was saying earlier to somebody else. I don't know why people are coming for my girl Candiace, okay? But I'm gonna tell you something. Because it's them women on now said much worse stuff than Candiace ever said, okay? And I'm talking about, okay, so like she said, you knock on her door, and it's according to what you're gonna say to her, how she gonna act. And you want what Whitney say that tat Candiace, you gonna get that. That's what you gonna get. You can get that tat and baby, and then what Mia got that tat Candiace on her tail, okay? Okay. And like I said, that thing, I'm gonna tell you something else too. I sitting and I watched Gizelle. I'm not worried about her and Jamal. Everybody know that was a lie. I don't even give a care what your relationship is with your man. If you knew it was a lie, you know what I'm saying? We already knew you didn't know nothing about it because we seen where your face dropped. Your face dropped them down. baby, when Monique bought that banner out, her face like, okay, man, like, what about you know,
Yes,
you didn't know
God.
none of that stuff. You didn't know none of
I
that
love
stuff.
it.
What was your favorite Candiace line last night, Lisa?
Let's see. Here's so many. I forget. I forget though. But now another thing is too. I am so tired of Ashley. Every time somebody come out to Kansas, Ashley got something to say. Shut your tail up and go worry about where your man is. Okay? Can you find your man? Okay, because he may be in somebody's bed. He may be in bed with Juwan looking
With who, Juwan?
Yeah, Juwan. And baby, Robin needs to stop worrying about what's going on. Baby. You need to go find your man too. You should make Michael. You should make Jim and Michael because ain't no way Juwan don't know that Michael don't love him. Okay?
That's the real reason. That's the real reason Juan left the party early. That's the real reason Juan left the party.
I'm for real. Let's get this real. Okay, because you hugging on this man. Now you will hug Robin, but you hugging on this man though.
He tried to roll Robin up in the damn window.
Oh my
God. And I'm not even understanding. I'm not even on there for it. And just nerves. And then I remember Gizelle. This what really got me upset. Gizelle had said, "Well then, gonna tell Candiace, well then, if Mia would have popped you, you would deserve it." They did anybody on that set would have got popped.
That's true.
Karen, and everybody. And the old Ashley should have got popped.
Period.
You Ashley can get popped too.
Yeah, because she kind of come back. She kind of come back, but you know, she got to follow behind Mike and them babies, honey. You know, like Gizelle said, baby, she got to keep her money for the babies. Okay, that's why she got those babies. Okay, but she already know she finna cheat again with a man or a woman, and baby, she needs some money for the baby. So when she leave us, she got a big fat paycheck coming. Okay, let's keep this real. Okay, don't play no more. I'm tired.
Lisa, I gotta let you go. Okay,
I love y'all.
I'm on Lisa.
Thank you so much for calling in.
I will see y'all.
Thank you,
next
Lisa.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Good night.
Live, baby.
Oh man, I'm with a Darius. I need to have a cocktail with her, but Lisa,
I agree.
Yes. Okay, so then we have two more calls. I think we have one more now because someone left the queue. So I guess our last caller, unless he gets back on, will be.
Sorry, you guys.
Demisio, welcome to the lean. Welcome back.
Demisio.
How you doing?
Annie, hey guys.
Hello.
Hey, Demisio.
Okay, so as much as it pains and kills me to say this, I am on Candiace's side. I did not like it. I feel like they were all of them. That was a Candiace attack. I'm sorry, like all of that was just a straight attack on her because it's just like every last one of y'all. And like I said, it pains me to say this because I don't like Candiace, but it pains me to say it, but they all have said disgusting, vile things to each other. Karen, for God's sakes, you called Gizelle a broken whore from Hampton University. Like that, if that ain't low, honey, I don't know what is. And then you said she had an STD, all this other stuff, but what Candiace said, you know what I'm saying? It's just to the extreme. Please give me a break. Now, my thing about this is, when was this last year? If she should have got chastised, it should have been last reunion instead of gang banging on Monique. You should have called Candiace out then. And then another thing that made me mad was he had the audacity to say almost attacked.
I caught that.
I didn't. That's what I didn't understand. Was he talking about her and Mia, or was he talking about?
No, he said last year you were almost physically attacked.
Okay,
I'm like,
okay.
She was physically attacked.
Yeah.
Trying to find you something.
Y'all made her. Y'all made
like what do you say? Almost attacked. And then another thing is, I hope Candiace really pick up on this come next season. Gizelle ain't your friend. Gizelle is not your friend.
I think she knows that though.
Yeah.
She knows. She's been playing along because she can't be. I don't think she can have too many enemies at once.
Right.
Well, yeah.
This year.
And
Well,
so
next season, I think it will be a Gizelle versus Candiace because after this reunion, I know Candiace looking at her like, okay, girl.
But they was
and
hanging
I
out
do
after the
not like
reunion.
that Wendy is not sticking
Work.
up for Candiace. That's another thing that's kind of irking me too, because
She did today.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw.
Who?
Wendy was on the Wendy Williams show, and she said that we all say the same things, and it's a little ridiculous that we hold Candiace to a different standard. She said it to Michael Rapaport, whatever his name is.
Oh, okay.
I don't like him either.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I ain't
yeah,
liked him since he came at Kenya, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, same.
I didn't like him with the Erica Jane situation, though. I mean, hey,
Oh,
and Kenya too. So
yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. I just don't like that they ganging up on her. I don't know. I just feel like it's just wrong, and they all know that they say disgusting things to each other. Like, look at all the
Yeah.
stuff. And then Gizelle on her little soapbox, honey, is what's really tickling me. Like, girl, you need to climb down several notches, honey. Because if anybody should have been took, it's her, huh?
You think she's getting too comfortable, Gizelle?
Yes, and I feel like they need to gang up on her and let her see how it feels but that's not gonna happen with Robin. She's such a damn up Giselle's bush, as Karen say. I seen y'all talking about that, and I don't even know what to really say about that because I'm like that with my friends. I will support my friends. I will have their back even if I know that they wrong. But at the same time, I'm still gonna have your back, but bitch, even in front of everybody, like, girl, you wrong as hell. But at the end of the day, still, I'm still gonna be 100% behind my friend, and just Robin just don't do that. But they'll be dead ass wrong. They know what they did to Wendy was despicable.
Giselle and Robin gonna be cast in the remake of The Bodyguard. It's gonna be Robin, Carrie, and Giselle.
Okay. It's like she's Giselle's bodyguard, and Giselle. I ain't gonna say that Giselle don't defend her because baby, they did gang up on Ashley that day at her restaurant, but you rarely see it. It's a rare thing. So I don't know. I'm just kind of ready for next season. I'm kind of over them too. Like I'm not even.
Now I want Gizelle and Robin to fight.
Like I don't even care to see the reunion with Wendy and her props. I don't even. It's just like
especially after she read the binder last reunion.
Oh,
she got props.
Well, yeah. So I mean,
thank you for calling in, Demisio. We got one more caller. He did jump back in the queue, and thank you for calling in. Okay.
Thank you, Demisio.
Bye, Demisio.
All right, last caller for today is the infamous, the most wanted. Hey, TKC, welcome back. Something nice to say today.
What you say to Cortez?
How you doing? You got something nice to say today?
No, I just want to say this. Robin has called Gizelle out plenty of times. Y'all just don't want to acknowledge it. She's called Gizelle out plenty of times in front of the group. Remember when Monique came in, like when Gizelle attacked Monique in her open house?
I do remember that, yeah.
Okay, she called Gizelle out plenty of times. So not too much for my girl, because y'all never give Robin any grace. So
God. We said we liked that she shut up a Wendy. I mean, we did.
And I said she was prettier than I thought at the reunion.
Well,
and I said I liked when she was sitting down and you could see her
I didn't
leg.
say nothing nice about Robin.
Well, we know you didn't, but it's okay. Okay. Anyway,
I like her gown. Beautiful gown.
Okay, so go ahead, TKC. Go ahead.
But anyway, what I don't understand about Karen, why I think she's just so fake and got nerves to call somebody a broken whore from whatever, and she didn't even go to college. She was stuck on the farm all her life. Okay,
not a farm child.
And like to be,
right, that was funny.
And like, I mean, to be honest, like I too am a broken whore. I'm a broken whore from Morris College. So I was.
Wait a minute.
Everybody had a whole phase in college. I had my whole phase in college, but Karen wouldn't know about that. So of course she gonna go for the nastiest, dirtiest reads about Gizelle, about a broken whore from Hampton University. Karen, what college did you go to? And what I don't understand
that's why
about
you
Karen,
said something about her. You think that's why she constantly mentions college?
Because she's insecure, and that's why I like Wendy last season, because I'm working on my third degree, and Wendy, like we never seen like a housewife talk about their education. So that's why I like Wendy last season, but this season she just lost me. But back to Karen, like what I don't understand about Karen is 1 minute Gizelle is in a fake relationship, Gizelle and Jamal is in a fake relationship, and the next minute you crying, telling you wish she didn't go back to Jamal. Like which one is it? that's why I just think she's so fake and she is so like, I don't know. She's relying too heavily on being a fan favorite. Like honestly, Karen could have been gone years ago. We could have kept Sharice over Karen.
I agree.
I enjoyed Karen when she honestly. I like her now, but I did watching old clips. I enjoyed Karen when she was etiquette Karen, when they was like arguing about etiquette stuff. I feel like her reads were more like they were sharp in terms of like, but also like, damn, she just read me versus like broken whore from happening. Because we all, even when it happened, I said it was cringe too when it aired this season. So I was like, she still got it, but I feel like she's tapped more into being around.
Her reads now are rehearsed. They're reads from Twitter, just like Wendy got her reads on Twitter. And like I said, what I like about Robin is Robin knows that the fans don't like her. She knows that the fan hate that she's up Giselle's ass behind or whatever. But she's not gonna change up. But Wendy, she did a whole 360, 180, what it was. She did a whole 180 for the fans to be a fan favorite. But what I love about Robin is she's not gonna do that because she's too real.
No, I think Robin also depends on Gizelle to be on the show. If Robin didn't have Gizelle, Robin probably wouldn't be there. So
that's what I hate. Like I really want to see my girl without Gizelle for a season. But I know they're gonna get rid of Robin before they get rid
I would be interested in seeing that.
Personally, I would like to see Robin without Gizelle. Robin has a lot of redeeming qualities. She really does.
I agree.
Yeah.
Robin could really probably wear Gizelle out. If they ever beef, I think that'll be a good beef because I really feel like she could be the one that could really make Gizelle cry. In my opinion,
I think that Robin it would have, like I said, she was super relatable in the beginning. It's just the like you said, the codependency.
Yeah.
For just this show, it's starting to get. That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah. Well, thank you for calling in, TKC, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
All right. Thank you, TKC.
Have a good one. And I appreciate TKC for coming in here with the greatest too, because last week he was wearing the lean out for Potomac and Beverly Hills. But I do enjoy TKC. Thank you for calling in, and thank you everybody for calling in. All the callers today. Lisa, TKC, Dominique, and Lucio, Kyra, everybody calling in. We appreciate it. It makes the show so much better. I see people in the comments say like that's what they look forward to the most. I'm like, dang, y'all don't like us. So whatever you get from the show, I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're gonna lean out because we pretty much talked about everything. And y'all know Danny will start yawning, so we got to.
But I haven't yet, so don't.
But we'll be here next
week. That's when I drink too much. I start getting tired of sitting here.
Oh Lord.
It's not y'all. It's just a drinking child. But we're gonna see everybody next week for part 2 at the same time. And of course, if you're watching Salt Lake City, it's supposed to be on Sunday, but y'all, I got to go out of town. But we'll see.
It just got good too.
Huh?
It just got good. Yeah.
Really good. Salt Lake City did get really good.
So last night I was
Mary.
Oh Lord, Jamie said not too much on. Jamie want to be on this show so bad.
Jamie needs to go lay down.
She was just reading me in our chat.
Jamie, you know what? We'll have a whole lean on Jamie. Everybody, a super lean on Jamie.
No, I'm just kidding.
Can I say my favorite bar from last night?
Go ahead.
Oh Lord.
When they asked how Chris was paid. And she said with love, and Mia tried to call her a prostitute, and Candiace said, "You would know."
You know, yeah.
That was a bar. That was my favorite thing I've seen all year.
That's
they had a lot of. Mia was trying to throw little pieces in there too, because there was a moment where she what did she say? She said that my mom is doing well. She said she sends a prayer to you, and Candiace was like, "Oh, I don't need it." All right, then Giselle was like, "Stop, Candiace, stop." And I'm like, what the hell?
The only thing Mia taught me last night is that she definitely did not write her tweets. That's all I have to say.
Oh, she definitely did. I believe she had a social media
That's the one
manager.
thing she told the truth about. She had a manager.
Yeah, I think that they asked her before they tweeted her. I'm gonna say this. Go ahead, for real. Do it.
I think she's gonna have one of these parts gonna be a little rough on her because I don't know, like if it wasn't this part, because she got a lot of stuff, a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah,
in general, I think she does the most. So
the liar, it's all liar.
Yeah,
she just needs to stop knocking on Candiace's door. She's not gonna win
there. She's not there.
Well, they have.
I don't think Mia could win an argument with any of the ladies.
No,
let's be clear.
Not even.
Maybe Ashley though, when she say
no,
because we seen how Ashley wore Katie out that time. So
Ashley kind of goes. I know we say Candiace has a bad mouth, but to me, Ashley can get more vicious than Candiace does.
She can. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
She's been that way.
I'm glad you said that, Danny.
I said it before.
You made my day because I don't like her.
I don't like Ashley either. That's the one person we all agree on.
Yeah.
Ashley can go.
Dusty Ashley with the high split.
Again, we're gonna lay it out. We'll get real ugly here about Ashley. I don't want to beat down on a black woman. So be sure to like this video.
Oh, we get her white side.
Channel if not already. And we'll see y'all, like I said, again next week for part 2. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night.
Good
and,
night.
There you go. Thank you for bringing it. Good night.